Mr. VAR, we're here today to talk to you about the evolution of the traditional VAR sales model. Kodak, Blockbuster, and Borders. I'm sure these three companies look familiar to you, but what they have in common may not look as familiar, and why. At one point, each of these companies was a market leader and excelled in the services they provided. Well, that was then, and this is now. As technology evolved, these companies unfortunately did not. Content consumption changed drastically, and these three companies failed to adapt their business models, exposing them, and in the end, making them obsolete. Today, there are similar dynamics in the IT industry. Let's take a closer look at how consumption models for business technology are changing and the impact these shifts are having on VARs like you. As a reseller, the value chain has traditionally been an OEM linear model. You've sold and supported products such as servers, routers, switches, and software to your customers who have historically used an on-premise solution through a transactional sales model where your typical buyer has been the CIO or the IT director. And over time, you've had an abundance of customers that have been profitable and help support your business. However, the IT landscape is changing, and VARs, their value is changing as well. If there's one constant, it's change. According to the IDC, in the next 3 years, hardware vendors will be forced into a cloud-first strategy because 1/3 of all server shipments will go directly to data centers managed by service providers, growing to 43% by 2017. As the market and margins for equipment decline, your market opportunity is also decreasing. Not to mention, your competition who are venturing into your selling space and creating value through consulting and other services. In 2012, the IDC did a VAR study, and 10% of your peers had already invested in consulting capabilities. And as a direct result, this has generated a 44% margin increase. I'm sure you can see this can quickly become an issue for you and your long-term revenues. But it also represents a tremendous opportunity. Guess what? More change. Your traditional buyer is being depositioned. CIOs are quickly losing their decision-making power for two reasons. First, technology is evolving and projects are requiring quicker deployment in the cloud. Security is moving from a physical to a virtual environment, and applications and servers are being virtualized. Second, the buying power is shifting. Business executives such as the CFO and CMO are now taking ownership of buying decisions, jeopardizing your traditional customer relationships. Overall, these dynamics are shrinking your market opportunity and creating uncertainty. So as technology and the market are changing, a change of approach is also needed. Getting ahead of this market shift and reinventing your value chain is priority number one. And to do this, you need to establish the right expertise, and you need a comprehensive set of solutions you integrate and customize for each unique customer environment. Over the past 10 years, CenturyLink has worked to assemble a ready-made model to enable you to execute this transformation. You'll have the critical support and comprehensive solutions at your fingertips to increase your market share, capitalize on new revenue streams with the cloud, security, and virtualization, even networking. According to Gartner Worldwide IT Spend Forecast, there's a $4.1 trillion IT services market, and that's projected to grow by $80 billion a year. That's right, $80 billion a year. Let me ask you, does this sound like something that you'd be interested in?